Good evening. Welcome back to the Bible Study 2. Episode 41. If you haven't yet, then please come and subscribe to my channel, Bible Study Gaming. And hit the notification bell if you want to be notified when the next Bible video is out. And leave a like if God uses this to encourage you. Today we're looking at Jeremiah chapter 40, and it is titled, Jeremiah Remains in Judah. As always, we'll go to start with verse 1. I'll go all the way to the end, to verse 16. So with that being said, let us begin by reading the chapter. Alright. The word that came to Jeremiah from the Lord after Nebuzaradan, the captain of the guard, had let him go from Ramah, when he took him bound in chains, along with all the captives of Jerusalem and Judah, who were being exiled to Babylon. The captain of the guard took Jeremiah and said to him, "The Lord your God pronounced this disaster against this place. The Lord has brought it about, and has done as he said, because you sinned against the Lord and did not obey his voice. This thing has come upon you. Now behold, I release you today from the chains on your hands. If it seems good to you to come with me to Babylon, come, and I will look after you well. But if it seems wrong to you to come with me to Babylon, do not come. See, the whole land is before you. Go wherever you think it good and right to go. If you remain, then return to Gedaliah, the son of Ahikam, son of Shaphan, whom the king of Babylon appointed governor of the cities of Judah, and dwell with him among the people. Or go wherever you think it right to go." So the captain of the guard gave him an allowance of food and a present, and let him go. Then Jeremiah went to Gedaliah, the son of Ahikam, at Mizpah, and lived with them among the people who were left in the land. When all the captains of the forces in the open country and their men heard that the king of Babylon had appointed Gedaliah, the son of Ahikam, governor in the land, and had committed to him men, women, and children, those of the poorest of the land, who had not been taken into exile to Babylon, they went to Gedaliah at Mizpah. Ishmael the son of Nethaniah, Johanan the son of Kareah, Saraiah the son of Tanhumeth, the sons of Ephah the Netophathite, Jezaniah the son of the Machithite, they and their men, Gedaliah the son of Ahikam, the son of Shaphan, swore to them and their men, saying, "Do not be afraid to serve the Chaldeans. Dwell in the land and serve the king of Babylon, and it shall be well with you. As for me, I will dwell at Mizpah to represent you before the Chaldeans. It will come to us. But as for you, gather wine and summer fruits and oil, and store them in your vessels, and dwell in your cities as you have taken. Likewise, when all the Judeans who were in Moab, and among the Ammonites, and in Edom, and in other lands heard that the king of Babylon had left a remnant in Judah, appointed Gedaliah, the son of Ahikam, the son of Shaphan, as governor over them. And then all the Judeans returned from all places to which they had been driven, and came to the land of Judah, to Gedaliah at Mizpah. And they gathered wine and summer fruits in great abundance. Now Johanan, the son of Kareah, and all the leaders of the forces in the open country came to Gedaliah at Mizpah, and said to him, "Do you know that Baalis, the king of the Ammonites, has sent Ishmael, the son of Nethaniah, to take your life?" But Gedaliah, the son of Ahikam, would not believe them. Then Johanan, the son of Kareah, spoke secretly to Gedaliah at Mizpah, "Please let me go and strike down Ishmael, son of Nethaniah, and no one will know it. Why should he take your life, so that all the Judeans who were gathered about you would be scattered, and the remnant of Judah would perish?" But Gedaliah, the son of Ahikam, said to Johanan, son of Kareah, "You shall not do this thing, for you are speaking falsely of Ishmael." Alright, that's the chapter. Now, we shall move on to the explanations. Starting with the explanation for verses 1 through 6. Nebuzaradan, the captain of the guard, released Jeremiah from his prison, chains at Ramah, from the place where exiles were taken to Babylon. He told Jeremiah that the Lord had brought his judgment on Jerusalem, just as he said, because his people sinned against the Lord and disobeyed him. Then the captain of the guard told Jeremiah that he was free to go, and if he wanted to come with him to Babylon, he could, or he could stay in Jerusalem with the governor. He also said that he could go wherever he wanted. So the captain of the guard gave him an allowance of food, a gift, and dismissed him. Then Jeremiah went to stay with the governor at Mizpah. The first part of the chapter is a confirmation of the Lord's prophecy and plan to destroy Jerusalem and send his people in exile to Babylon. The Babylonian captain of the guard, a pagan foreigner, acknowledged what God had done, which is quite surprising. It is also a reminder that God is always true to his word and faithful, and that we need to trust him with everything, because he is the truth. And when the Lord plans to do something, you can be certain of it, certain it will be accomplished on his perfect timing and according to his will, and will definitely happen. The Lord also confirmed and kept his promise to Jeremiah that if he obeyed him and did his duty as a prophet, the Lord would protect him and deliver him from harm. The Lord protected Jeremiah throughout the time. He promised him. And God showed Jeremiah mercy through the Babylonian captain of the guard. The Babylonian captain of the guard let Jeremiah go wherever he wanted, which was how God showed his mercy to Jeremiah. Alright, moving on to the explanation, verses 7 through 12. When the captains of the Judean military who fled heard that King Nebuchadnezzar appointed Gedaliah, the son of Ahikam, governor of Judah, they returned to the land. The governor was put in charge of the remainder of the people of Judah who weren't exiled, which were the poorest people. The military captains of Judah came to Gedaliah, which included men named which included captains named Ishmael, son of Nethaniah, and Johanan, the son of Kareah, and others. The governor told them not to fear serving the Babylonians, and to settle down and serve the king of Babylon, and things would be fine. He also told them that he would represent them before the Babylonians, that their job was to gather fruit, make wine and oil, and store the produce. The Judeans in Moab, Ammon, and Edom also came back to the land of Judah when they heard that King Nebuchadnezzar left a remnant in Judah, and that Gedaliah was governor. They all gathered wine and fruit in great abundance, as the governor directed. The remnant of Judah was in a new capital at Mizpah, instead of Jerusalem, since it got destroyed. Gedaliah was appointed governor by King Nebuchadnezzar, and his job was to make sure that the people gathered the produce and stored it. Some of the Judeans returned from the other lands that they fled because they heard there was a remnant still remaining. The military commanders of Judah also returned, which were the princes of the royal family of Judah. They came back from the surrounding nations of Moab, Ammon, and Edom. Alright, moving on to the final explanation, verses 13 through 16. Johanan, the son of Kareah, and all the officials came to the governor, and Johanan warned the governor of an assassination plot. He said that Ishmael, the son of Nethaniah, was sent by the king of the Ammonites to murder him, but the governor didn't believe it. Later in private, Johanan asked the governor if he wanted him to kill the assassin, and if he killed him, no one would know. Johanan also said, "Why should he kill you, so all the Judeans will be scattered and the remnant perish?" However, the governor refused the offer and said that what he said about Ishmael was not true. One of the commanders, named Ishmael, son of Nethaniah, was secretly an assassin sent to murder the governor. Ishmael was sent by the king of Ammon to kill the governor out of hatred for the Babylonian Empire. King Zedekiah and the king of Ammon both agreed on their hatred for Babylon. Johanan, the son of Kareah, tried to warn the governor about the plot and the consequences, but the governor didn't believe it. This ended in disaster. Unfortunately, because the murder was successful and the people were scattered. Alright, that's all the time we have for today. It was a shorter one today. Thank you for listening, and look forward to more episodes. I appreciate you watching. And remember to comment and subscribe. Alright. Thanks, and all glory be to Christ Jesus alone. He deserves it all. Good night.